Hello, my name's Lisa Murphy. I'm an across-school leader at Epsom Girls Grammar School and helping to run the Working with the Learner initiative.
Hi, I'm Sue Spencer. I'm at Epsom Girls Grammar School. I'm an across-school leader Working with the Learner initiative. Kia ora tātou, ko Sue Spencer tōku ingoa.
Ko Lisa Murphy tōku ingoa. The Working with the Learner initiative runs within Epsom Girls Grammar School, and the purpose behind our initiative, the why, is to place students at the centre of their learning by developing student-centred strategies and improving learner agency so that each student can achieve their best outcomes as they transition into, through and out of EGS. Providing professional learning and strengthening teacher practice in order to support our learners is also a key purpose of our initiative. The how. What are the tools we're using to create change? We have 14 different PLGs which are used to effect change in teacher and learning agency within the initiative. Each PLG is led by an in-school leader and is focused on a different collaborative inquiry. Our kunga are at the centre of all the inquiries, which also relate to learner agency and to the 3 key strategic areas of curriculum design, building constructive relationships, and pedagogies for innovative learning. Within each PLG, teachers carry out their inquiry with their students, including identified priority learners. PLG members undertake PLG action plans together, research, share practice and findings. Student voice is being collected and used to inform lesson design and teacher practice. What has made a difference? There are 3 key shifts we can see have happened this year. One is around data collection, reporting and sharing, which has developed and improved in clarity and frequency within the EGS initiative. For example, there is now an initiative and action plan which collates the overview of PLG work for quick access. And this year we've tightened up the PLG reports so that we can get more detail and can share the findings more easily to build on in the future. Another key trend we can see is in collaboration. Collaborative practice and theory has become more visible and meaningful within our initiative this year in a number of different ways. The staff PLGs have continued to grow cross-curricular collaboration and break down the subject silos. Learner agency is still continuing to shift our teacher practice. We worked with the Learner Agency Initiative from the end of last year, which has led to an increasing understanding of the strategies and approaches that primary teachers are using and more understanding of what our students come in with. Alt Nasud also has designed a survey to measure learner agency and is in the process of analysing the hundreds of replies which she received. You can see some of the Year 13 student voice included on these slides where students were talking about their own responsibility for their own learning.
We have asked the within-school teachers to report on the findings of their PLGs, and I'll just highlight a few of them. There were 2 groups working on philosophy or philosophical inquiries. They were trialling strategies to improve questioning, critical thinking, and development of arguments. Outcomes reported included improved writing and listening, deeper thinking and linking of ideas, and developing better arguments. The blended learning group used various blended learning models such as flipped classroom and small group workshops. This resulted in an increase in student agency due to the self-paced out-of-class time learning and the in-class group tasks. We know from student feedback via surveys that students enjoyed having a variety of activities, being given choice, and being able to work at their own pace. To do peer feedback effectively, students not only have to become expert in their subject, but also learn the language of feedback and how to interpret the feedback they receive. Strategies used by teachers included rubrics and exemplars to build clarity around success criteria, providing tick sheets and prompting questions. In general, students were asked to describe a strength of the work, identify a weakness, and suggest an improvement. Teachers learnt that praise is not useful as it creates an element of distrust. Students prefer straight-up feedback. It has become more clear this year through the work of several of the PLGs that student collaboration is a skill which students need to develop, and we need to help them do that. The collaborative classroom PLG reported that students value hearing each other's ideas and perspectives and believe that group work improves their learning, and that students need support to assign roles and get all the groups working effectively, and a mixture of teacher and self-selected groups. What did we find out overall? To answer this, I'll give an example of teacher voice. Students seem to rate receiving peer feedback as being helpful for their overall learning, while giving peer feedback was rated less helpful. How do we know we're making a difference? Various methods were used by teachers to collect data. For example, surveys of student voice, group discussions, and exam and internal assessment results. Looking forward, we will continue to develop an understanding of agency and how it relates to students, teachers, and the school as an institution. We'll do this by putting learner agency as the overarching goal for our professional learning for 2019.